So I just got yelled at for asking a very reasonable question. So I'm applying to go somewhere, and I just wanted to know, are there accommodations for people who struggle with time blindness and being on time?
Time blindness.
And then the person I was with interrupted and acted like I was asking something else, and then when we were done, they actually started yelling at me and saying that accommodations for time blindness doesn't exist, and if you struggle with being on time, you'll never be able to get a job. Provided you're trying your absolute best to be there. And then they're like, your stupid generation wants to destroy the workplace. And yeah, I think that a culture where workers are just cut off because they struggle with being on time, when there's other solutions that we can look to, I think that just anybody who thinks it's okay to just treat people like that, yeah, that culture needs to be disbanded.
Well, I mean, that's why America is the world's superpower, because we don't accommodate for people with made-up illnesses such as time blindness.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've seen.
It says, girl is mad because her boss won't accommodate her time blindness. I commented saying this generation just makes things up. Someone goes, I'm glad you were yelled at. It's called have some discipline. Are you extra early because of your time blindness, or just always late? The cure, grow up to get a watch. Time blindness isn't a thing. And I think that this shows a greater thread that's happening with the younger generation. Now I feel like a boomer talking about the younger generation, even though I'm only 30. They just come into the workplace, they get coddled by whatever school they went to or their family, and then they get thrown out into the real world, and they can't handle things.
Yeah. No, that was just she lacks discipline.
I would not want to hire someone like that.
No, I wouldn't either.
I would be like, you gotta realize, if you're going out and getting a job, you gotta realize that, am I gonna be more of a burden to my employer, or am I gonna remove burden from him? And I think that's the best way to look at it, because I have people work for me that I got to stay on top of them. It's like, you're just making more work for me. I want to hire somebody that can you just go get the job done and report back, and then I'm hands off.
Yeah.
Are you the same way, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I mean, I struggle with hiring anyone, but no.
It's tough finding someone good to hire, especially when...
Yeah, you don't want to be like on top of the person all the time. You don't want to be that type of boss. But if someone's always late and they want an excuse for time blindness.
Especially when you're not a massive corporation. The thing is, these types of people hate the massive corporations, but those massive corporations are the only ones that will actually make an accommodation for time blindness. Maybe not so much anymore because of the way the economy is, but like us, we're small business owners where maybe collectively we have 12 people doing work for us. Mm-hmm. So that every person that works for us needs to they need to be on their toes. We can't accommodate for someone with time blindness. We got to make sure our margins are correct. We got to make sure everybody's making money. And then if someone comes in and we got to pay them for time blindness, they're not going to do the amount of work that needs to get done, and they're going to end up costing everybody else that's a part of the company more than what this person's even worth.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. All right, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.